Hey folks, welcome back to another daily unboxing with yours truly, Sam Healy. Today we're going to be taking a look at Crusaders and Crusaders. Now, Crusaders and Crusaders are actually going to be the same game, of course. This is the basic version, the regular retail version, I guess you could say. And then this one is the deluxeified version of Seth Joffe's Crusaders, Thy Will Be Done. And this one is going to be going into the Dice Tower library. That's what this one is for. This one is going to be for review. So we're going to crack open both of them just so you can see the differences. That'll be going on there. We'll save what I presume to be the best for last and go over the retail version first. So as you can see here, there's going to be some area control possibly. I have played this game before, so it is pretty fun. There's a little bit of a rondel action going on here that each player is going to have at their disposal, and they'll be able to, in a very Mancala-esque kind of way, move different things around and then fire off different actions on their turn. It's for 2 to 4 players, 45 to 60 minutes, and so yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy open and see what we can see here. All right, this is from TMG, and we've already mentioned Seth as the designer, so let's go ahead and get that open. And it is a hefty box. I mean, this is a brick of a box. It looks small, but there's a lot in here. All right, so you have the rule book, and we'll flip through that just a little bit. This is the player board that I was telling you about. You're going to have a special ability, so to speak. You're going to choose your character, and that character comes with a special power, so that's also kind of fun. But anyway, you have all of these different things set up. The idea is to be getting the most honor points or renown points or something to that effect. I can't remember. Influence maybe is the name, but they're victory points. You get the idea. So that is that. These are the different guys here that you can be. Knights of St. Lazarus, the Knights Templar, the Knights Teutonic, the Knights of the Holy Sepulchre, the Knights Hospitaller, the Order of the Montesa. Okay, the Order of Montesa. And then you have the Order of Santiago over here. You have the Order of the Alcantara. Alcantara. And then you have the Order of Avis, the Knights of Calatrava. All right, so you have those different abilities that you'll be able to have throughout the course of the game. So that's also a good thing. So that's the rule book. And then you have a whole bunch of these different kinds of different buildings that you're going to be building throughout the course of the game. So you've got, and of course they're all in their own player color as well. So that's what these guys are. These are your actual pieces, your knights on horses and what have you. And these are all wooden tokens. And these are the tokens that you're going to be using on your rondel per se. All right, so that's that. And then you have all of these different player boards that have different things on them. For example, if you upgrade your castles, then you're going to be unlocking all of these different things. If you upgrade your churches, you'll be able to unlock all of these different things and so forth. Barns and banks and different kinds of things there. So you have these different upgrade abilities that will be giving you more victory points or influence points at the if you reach that at the end of the game or something to that effect. I can't remember exactly if it's immediate or at the end of the game, but these are all the different player boards. And then you have some silica gel. Woohoo! These are all the different punch boards. Like I said, there's a brick of stuff in this thing. All right, so the board is on the back there. Let's go ahead and show that real quick. You probably won't get to see its entirety, but you'll be able to at least get an idea of what we're dealing with here. So, yeah, here's the board. Yeah, you almost get the whole thing on there, but you got Italy down here. Spain over here, France, Germanic and East, all that kind of stuff. England's up over here, and even Ireland's in the mix. Woohoo! There's little Scotland. So there's that. It is double-sided. Looky there. So this looks like the two-player version over here, and then on this side you have the 3 and 4 player versions over here. There's a 3 and 4 player board over here. So that's cool. You have different setups for that. But you also do have all of these things here. You have all of the different peoples that you can be that will lock into your board. Not really necessarily lock, but if you can see here, you have a player board, and then that will just slip right in there like that. That's who you are. And then you just have a whole bunch of other stuff, like each of the players is going to have their own wedge of their rondelle, so to speak. So if you punch all these guys out and then get the board out here, you're going to be placing them like so in orders like this, but they'll start on this side where you only have one available action per wedge. Like so, and then I'm missing one. There it is. And so this will go on here like this. And then one of the actions that you can do is actually like pay to upgrade one of these wedges. Then you'll be able to flip them over like this. And now you'll be able to do, you'll have a choice of things that you can do instead of just one. But these little guys are going to be on your boards, and you know, like so. And so what you'll have here is maybe you'll have something like this, where you'll have to take all from one and then drop them off as you go, and so forth and so on. But anyway, that's just a general idea. This isn't the review, this is just the unboxing. So but you have a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on here. A lot of other things. These are going to be markers that are going to go into the different regions that are going to tell you that there's a little bit of a different cost for building a building in that region or what have you. And then, of course, you have all of the different tokens that are here. And these are all cardboard, of course. So that's what you're going to be getting in the retail version of Crusaders. So let's go ahead and try to get all this back in here as neatly as possible so that we can kind of take an idea. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is going to be nasty. I'm probably going to be messing with some of your minds right now because I'm just throwing this back in here. But with that being said, you do kind of get an idea of how much stuff is in this box. You are definitely kind of sort of getting your money's worth as far as that's concerned. All right, so that is the retail version. Then we've got this guy right here. This is the Deluxeified version, and I'm going to need to get some help from Mr. Butterknife to get that plastic open. And now we have this guy. Now it does come with a slip case, so that comes right off there, this little thingy there. And then gilded gold borders. And it's slightly larger. I mean, if you want a little bit of a comparison there, you have that much difference as far as that's concerned. Ooh, that rulebook needs to go in there. And so we're going to open this up, and here's your rulebook again. Not going to go through it, but stickers, no. Oh, that's okay, I guess. All right, that's a catalog. Stickers, no. But anyway, as you can see, the other boards, they didn't have these little cutout pieces here. So that's one thing that's going to be a little bit different, where each of your buildings will sit inside these different things, and it'll release once you get past that. So even the player boards are a little bit more better because they have, you know, all of these different things here. If you remember, the player boards over here didn't have this cutout version, so they were just kind of all moving around. That's not the case with these. So again, you see that there's a little bit of a difference there. The actual pieces are also different because you have that shiny difference there on some of the graphics that are here. Just makes it pop a little bit better. It looks better on the board and so forth. So that is also the case with some of these pieces. In the retail version, you didn't have that shiny, I don't know what it's called, kind of printing that just makes those things pop a little bit more. All right, so you kind of get the idea there that this is just a really kind of a nicer version of the game. And even the board has that, that kind of printing on it where part of it just shines and gives that not translucent, but that shiny differentiation of something that's there. But you have the 2-player version here, the 2-player board here, and then the 3- and 4-player board on this side. And it just has that really nice looking, again, it doesn't change the look of the board that much. It just kind of, makes it pop a little bit better. So that's pretty neat. Then we have, this is where one of the real differences comes in. You have these plastic versions of all of the wooden houses that now provide a little bit more pop on the board. Instead of just being a green house-shaped block, you actually have a lot of definition and detail on that house. Same thing with the castles. It has the spires on there and everything like that. It just looks really good. Same thing with the barns here and the banks, or the city towns or what have you. So this is one of the places where it really kind of lifts out. But notice here that they give you the plastic houses in the deluxe version, but they also give you wooden versions. But they're still better than what's in the retail version of the game, because the retail version of the game didn't have these little white markers on them, denoting, just helping you further denote that this is the bank, and being able to tell it apart from, say, the castle. But it has these little white markers on here. The retail version didn't have that, but these do. So even the wooden components in the Deluxified version are slightly better than the wooden components that are in the other game. And then, of course, these in the other game, the retail version, these were just like yellow, but these are actually like a shiny gold color now. They're still just wood, but they look more like gold, which is what they actually are. The wooden bits for your knights are the same as in the retail version, but they're still cool. And this, my friends, is where they really kind of stepped it up a notch. Instead of having all that cardboard punch-out stuff for your honor tokens, you have wooden markers for those honor or prestige or influence tokens. So, as you can see, these are like insanely nice, very nice quality. Absolutely. So TMG kind of really outdid themselves as far as this Deluxified version is concerned, because they kind of understood, they understood that not everybody wants these plastic components. Some people like the wood. So hey, we'll give them both in the Deluxified version. And here's your first player token, a little metal sword. Yes, it is pointy, so be very careful. But that is the Deluxified version. Then you also have these 2 pouches down here to keep your components in as well that come in the Deluxified version. This is your honor, and this is for stuff. I don't know. The rulebook will tell you what everything is for. And then, of course, there's a whole bunch of other kinds of tokens in here that will be used throughout the course of the game as well. A whole bunch of baggies for your game. So that is the Deluxified version. This bad boy is going into the Dice Tower library. So if you come to Dice Tower Con or any other place that we have our library there, you'll be able to use it. That's that for the unboxing of both versions of Crusaders, both the retail and the deluxe version. So thanks for joining us. We certainly appreciate it. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side.
Thanks for watching. Tune in every day for the Dice Tower's daily game unboxing.